The vampire nation has invaded the Marvel universe, and as these horrific creatures trying to take over the whole world, a group of vigilante vampires who call themselves Forgiven have decided to kill their own kind and wage a desperate war within themselves to protect this world. So in this battle, Spider-Man also joins the Forgiven to fight the vampires and protect his home world. Welcome to Comicstube YouTube channel. In today's video, we will review the one-shot chapter of Spider-Man Unforgiven. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe and turn on all the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. The show opens up in the midnight where Spider-Man patrolling the city, and there he sees a lady is climbing a rooftop, and as he assumes something is off about this lady, he then starts to follow her, and he tells the readers that he knows some scary stuffs, as during his crime-fighting career, he has fought many unnatural entities like the blood-sucking Morlun, Chthons, Mephisto, and many more. And the most things he fears, like the werewolves by night, zombies, and Cthulhus. And right in front of Spider-Man's eyes, the lady removes her skin like reptiles, and she becomes a horrifying bat creature, and she breaks into the building. So watching behind the walls, Spidey begins to follow her. Meanwhile, in a graveyard, the vigilante vampires are giving a training session to their newest member, Corey. But it seems that she overpowers all of them, as with some little efforts, she single-handedly defeats all the Forgiven members. As the training gets over, Corey gets visited by the Forgiven's leader, Kodo. As he becomes impressed by Corey's performance, he then decides to add her into the group, and he gives her the night name. So to know them better, Raizo then begins to tell her his backstory. As some years ago, in Japan, the enemy troops attacked his country and his clan, and when he decided to do the fight, he then saw Captain America landing from the sky, and he was using his powers to help the people and stop the war. So Raizo joined him, and Cap inspired him to do more than just avoid doing evil. Cap did not let the power in his veins corrupt him. So in honor of Cap's name, Raizo named Corey the Red Blood, and he announces their newest member in the Forgiven clan, and he introduces every members who devoted their life to protect the humankind from the creature of the dark. As Raizo was busy with his team, he gets a call from his another team members, as he informs Raizo that the Sorceress Supreme, Salome, has entered the building and Spidey is on her tail. As Raizo prepares his team to visit Salome, on the other side, Spider-Man slowly enters inside the apartment, and as it is pitch dark, Spidey then turns on his spider signal and he starts to look for the vampire creature. But as he enters deep inside the room, Spidey gets shocked to see a giant ant sticking on the roof, and as he is about to scream, an old lady quickly pulls him to a safe zone, and as Spidey is about to say a word, the lady tells him that she knows he came here for the intruder, a blood of the fallen. As Spidey is wondering if this is the work for Midnight Suns, and as he is thinking to call Ghost Rider to solve this matter, the old lady vanishes into the dark. As Spidey becomes alone, he then starts to feel that something is watching him from the dark, and his spider signal's battery also starts to getting low. And as the room becomes more darker, his spider sense starts to alert him, and right at the time, Sorceress Supreme, the vampire Salome, grabs Spidey by the throat, and as Peter struggles to free himself, the vampire casts a spell on Spider-Man, and as it makes him weak, Salome then attempts to make her final move, But before she can do that, she gets attacked by the Forgiven clan, and their leader Rizzo orders one of his members to find the old lady and secure her, while the rest of them fight the creature. As all of them are busy with Salome, Corey then approaches Spider-Man, and as Spidey becomes confused, Corey informs him they are a team of vampires. They don't drink human blood, and they can go out during the day. They have had years of trainings, and they used all that skill to protect the people from the shadow, especially when the heroes like Avengers are off this planet. The Forgiven clan use everything they have to protect the humankind from the creatures of the dark. But none of our words reaches into Spider-Man's ears as he feels an immense pain inside his head, and right at the time, he becomes controlled by Salome, and he jumps on Corey to kill her and stops the Forgiven from killing the vampire Salome. As his mind and body are not in control, Spidey then jumps on Rizzo, and as he attempts to choke him to death, Rizzo uses his powers and pulls him out of Salome's control. As Spidey realizes his mistakes and removes his hands from Rizzo, Spidey again gets attacked by Salome, and before she can take both Rizzo and Spider-Man's life, she gets stabbed right in the chest by a specialized spear, and the savior is the old lady, and the team introduces her, the Zawadi of the Monster Hunter, and Zawadi tells the group that Salome came here to get her eyes, as she has the power to see the future, as Salome fears that there is something danger coming to her way. So to end Salome, Zawadi then draws a circle around her body, and by casting a spell, she burns her into dust. But as Zawadi tries to warn the heroes about the great danger, she faints away. So to treat her, Spidey quickly calls 911, and she gets admitted into a nearby hospital, and some of the Forgiven members also go with her to make her safe. Finally, Spider-Man leaves the dark place and apologizes Corey for punching her, and as everything settles down, he then says his goodbyes and leaves the place. But as Rizzo is distracted and watching Spider-Man disappears into the city, Corey attacks him and grabs his Lightbender amulet, which protects Rizzo from the daylight. Unable to understand her true motive, Rizzo attempts to get his amulet, but it is already too late, as the open sunlight quickly burns his whole body and turns Rizzo into dust. Meanwhile, in the coast of Marine, the forensic officers investigate a crime scene, and they find some crates, and all of them are filled with body parts, and the abnormal part is there is not a single drop of blood between these body parts. So to investigate this matter, Detective Collins called the X-Men, as they are the expert in this kind of matters, and with the former vampire Jubilee and the rest of the X-Men working together to prevent the unknown danger, the one-shot chapter of Spider-Man Unforgiven comes to a close. So which part you like the most? Please share your thoughts on the comment section down below, and also please subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.